Masinya Attorneys Incorporated, a boutique commercial and taxation law firm in mid-range Johannesburg, South Africa. Strategic lawyers on point with more than 20 years of practice experience. We are professional, capable, and qualified.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me right here in Solomon's Temple. My name is Solomon Designer Shomts. I first have to apologize. I have some problem with my lights. So I had to keep the lights aside. I hope to sort it out soon. But thank you for joining me. I just want to give you a brief update about the situation that was reported to me in June of last year about a guy called Banele here in Johannesburg. About this apostle who's been grooming young boys, for his own pleasure, right? That's what he's been doing. Not just one boy, not just two. He takes them on trips to Cape Town. He takes them to so-called prayer mountain for a week, get into a B&B and stay there with them. He sleeps spends the night at the church premises, quite a lot with these boys. And I'm going to play to you just one or two of the audios just so you can have a clue. Because tomorrow I'm going to bring some of these boys here. And I'm also going to bring some of the leaders from that church that actually exposed this, that got in touch with me and exposed this. And then I'm going to later on give you part 3 where I'm going to play you a full audio, about an hour, of the families of these boys and the boys, that's their parents, and the leaders that exposed this, getting a blow by blow of what happened. A lot of it might be in local South African languages. So I would want to encourage those who are South Africans, please, in the comment section, could you please explain, give a blow-by-blow update of just what's been going on. I see Bongani. Please make sure you when you listen, you expose. It's a cross between Zulu and Xhosa. Please make sure you guys do that. This is something that's been going on for a very long time, right? And it's been going on, and cases were reported earlier on, but obviously he used his influence and strangled the whole issue. His name is, let me even put him up here just so you could see him. This is who he is. He calls himself Chief Apostle B.B Dingiso from Arise and Shine Gospel Church in Katlehong in the east of Johannesburg, South Africa. He calls himself Apostle B.B Dingiso from Arise and Shine Gospel Church in Katlehong in the east of Johannesburg. The good thing about this is he was arrested this week, and he actually appeared in court today, the Palm Ridge Regional Court in the east of Johannesburg in Alberton, seeking for bail. The good thing is he was denied bail. You don't want to understand when bail is given to a perpetrator like this, what that does to the victims and the families. They become hopeless. Matter of fact, even today, he was trying to use his connection to get the docket of the case to disappear. That is, to totally destroy the case. And that's what crooks do. Once you get the docket disappear, it's more like you cannot find anything around the case anymore. Today, he was trying to do that. He appeared in court, and by the grace of God, his bail was denied. And for me, that is really encouraging. I've worked with a lot of victims where whenever the perpetrator is given bail or release, they use that opportunity to intimidate the victims to keep quiet. They threaten them, intimidate them, try to blackmail them. But I'm glad that he's still there. Like I said, tomorrow I'm going to bring some of the former leaders of the church who actually exposed this, and also bring some of the boys here to speak to them. This man is a married man. He's about 52. This is him with his wife. He's known to be a chief, like a prophet that mentors other people, and he will bring these boys in, and he will promise, he insists, someone new in the church, he will promise them that they have a gift that he needs to mentor them. And he has done some very despicable things to them, using them for his sexual pleasure, if you know what I'm saying. Buy them clothes, pay their school fees. Obviously, because you know that these boys come from a very broken home. Some of them don't know their parents. They come from poverty. So he took advantage of that. This is him right here, as you can see. Sometimes he stays in church and spends the night there. Sometimes he leaves the church around 3 a.m. to go home. Let me play you an audio conversation. One of the boys who was fed up. And this is what he has to say. And I'm going to also play you what the so-called apostle had to say. Please, the South Africans here watching, could you please, in the comment section, please just give a brief blow by blow of this audio that I'm about to play, because a lot of it is not in English, just for our international audience. Please listen to this, and this will definitely break your heart.
Salute my mate. So
this is the voice of the boy.
Ngiyaxolisa baba ngokwenzekile during isession yethu yanamhlanje. Ukuthi nje ngisuke ngafila uncomfortable ngezinye izinto ebezenzeka during i-massage. And kuvele kwaba nzima, like to accept ukuthi vele.
Please, Sakani, Bongani, please, please, could you interpret? Can you, in the comment section, please, could you translate this for the international audience? Non-Dumiso, please translate this.
I still wanna massage you. I still wanna kiss you. I still wanna hug you. You're my father.
You can hear it. You still want to kiss him.
I still wanna connect more with you, my mate. Ukuthi, I just don't feel comfortable ukubambana in a private party yakho, my mate. Not in a disrespectful way. And I'm sorry ukuthi angikwazanga ukutshela le nto lesikhathi nginawe. Ukuthi nje angifuni ukuthi ufile ngazuthi umthwalo futhi phezu kwale nto enginayo. And I love you, my mate. I still want to be with you, my mate. Ngisafuna ukufundiswa nguwe, kodwa ngiyazi ukuthi angeke kuze kube lula, angeke kuze kube ngale ndlela mina ngicabanga ukuthi kuzoba ngayo. But I just don't feel comfortable makwenzeka ezinye izinto during i-massage. ngiyafuna ukuthi ungithembe my major. I still want you to trust me ngento ezinkulu.
So that is the voice of one of the boys. And Nelly, thank you so much. Nelly is trying to explain it there. She said, I'm sorry, I couldn't come to the service today. I felt uncomfortable because it was hard for me to massage you. So he was been massaging him. It's more than a massage. Like I said, he was using them for his sexual pleasure, where there was, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to hold your private part. I don't want you to feel, like I'm a burden and I leave you and I love you. I want to be with you. I still want you to mentor me, but I know it wouldn't be like before because of the things that happened during the massage. I still want to trust me. I still want you to trust me in big things. He said, he was even saying, I still want to kiss you and all that. Bangani says, yeah, for some of you guys who don't see it, this is a translation. This is one translation of it by Nelly. And this is another translation of it here from Lindicia. So he's apologized to Prophet that he felt uncomfortable during the massage. He feels uncomfortable for touching the apostle's private parts and is sorry. He loves him and still wants to be receive teachings under the apostle. So he grooms them, where whenever you do, or when you try to back up, you actually feel guilty. You can imagine the victim trying to apologize for that. You see the way I'm going to bring my guest tomorrow and some of the victims and also the guys who actually started this, exposing him, who got in touch with me, Banele and Zelda, and another person, one of our friends. And we're going to talk about it, and you're going to hear the blow by blow of that all. How he does that. Right? And you can hear a boy who is totally broken. You've been taken advantage of by this older person. Some of these boys, there's a boy that he started using him and grooming him from the age of 15. The boy is 21 today. He used him for 6 years. 6 years. He will travel with them. He travel with him to Cape Town. Those are two of them. When he goes to his prayer mountain, he says, come with me. They will go prayer mountain, and then he will be sleeping. They would book into a B&B and be sleeping together. So he slept with all of these boys. This is what his response.
I salute and connect with the prophet on the inside of you, my minor prophet.
So that's what he calls them. He will tell them that God has called them to be prophets. So your minor prophets and your major prophets.
Ngiyaxolela my minor prophet. Akukho kwenye ngachaza in details, but ngiyaxolela, I accept you. I want change for you. Ngeke ngikwazi ukukulahla, ngeke ngikwazi ukukujikela. Ngiya-accepta point lakho. Fanele u-understand ukuthi u-too sensitive ngale ndlela ongakhona. So the truth of the story, I won't be comfortable around you, especially uma ngi-naked. I won't be comfortable around you. So usungacabanga ukuthi uzoseva kanjani ngenye indlela. The truth of the story, ngiyakuzwa lento oyishoyo mara ziningi into oyishoyo ongazisho. Mina-ke ngifuna ngilalela leya nto le umuntu angayisho, and ngicabanga ukuthi usungizwile, usuyangazi. So ungazenzi umuntu ongasuye, ngoba kumele ngishilo ukuthi so much kuwe. So and you need to give any time. So ngamanye amazwi uma ngabe mina ngizozwa lento oyishoyo nithi uqhubeke, sizolokhu sichayisa entweni eyi-1 mina nawe, sesichayisa entweni eyi-1 ngokwesi-3 manje. So ayiyekwe lento. So wena uzocabanga indlela ozoseva ngayo.
Guys,
so ngiyazi lokho angeke ukuphathe kahle, kodwa
translate that.
Ngifuna kungena umoya la, kungena umoya, and it's true. Konke uzongitshela, ngiyazi uzongitshelani, ngiyakwazi lokho, kodwa ke uthwele kakhulu wena, usushilo wathi uthwele kakhulu. So and nami ngiya-add umthwalo, and uthi awufuni ngisho kanjalo, but it's very clear. So mina ngifuna umuntu afile athi u-abuseka ngoba eswele ubaba, ukuveze clear lokho ukuthi if ubaba wakho bekhona ngabe you are highly protected. Ngiyacabanga ukuthi ngabe u-highly protected even against mina. So-ke ukuze ungabi nenkinga isikhathi esiqhubekayo, mina I'm fine. So ekugcineni kwakho konke ukuthi fanele wazi ukuthi ngiyakuthanda. Lezi zinto oyishoyo noma uzisho ngomlomo, inhliziyo yakho nengqondo yakho ingahlangani nazo ukuthi I don't wanna hurt you, and I don't wanna cripple you, so for any reason. So at the very same time ufila ngaleyo ndlela, kodwa ekugcineni ngoba uyayimenshina i-concern serious. So ngimdala-ke mangaka, so angeke sikwazi ukudlala i-hide and seek entweni very clear. So angazi kuzobe kwenzakala kanjani, angazi uyongifosta kanjani, angazi uzokwenzani, kodwa ke I honestly won't be comfortable around you being naked. Yeah, that's all that I can say. So and I call this, yeah, ngiyazi ukuthi akusinto uyifunayo, kodwa it's not all about what you want, it's all about what you feel. Feeling it's very important than what you want. Salute.
So technically, as the voice of Apostle, so-called Apostle B.B Dingiso, he is the one in charge, the pastor in charge of Arise and Shine Gospel Church in Katlehong in the east of Johannesburg in South Africa. Now, this audio is trying to make the victim feel guilty. And that's like his modus operandi. I have like an hour. I have like a lot of videos. There's one an hour. I'm going to upload that. You know, a lot of it is in the local language. So I think the South Africans would have to help with that to translate it. And that's just how he operates. So many different voices. Okay, here's Nelly. Nelly has helped us summarize the second audio. That what the apostle had to say. He said, you have said what you want to say. That's after what the boy has said, and apologize for how you reacted. I forgive you. There's nothing more I can say. I wouldn't change you. I wouldn't abandon you. I have to accept that you are too sensitive. That's because he had wanted to do more than just the boy playing with his private part. He had wanted to do more to the boy, but the boy said no, kind of like resisted and ran away. The truth is, I wouldn't be comfortable around you anymore. You see the kind of words that he's beginning to use now. You will have to make a plan on how to carry on serving at church. It's the third time we're fighting over this. You see, he's trying to blame him. He's tried 3 times to get this boy. So you can imagine how many other boys he has gotten. And he said, I know what you're going to tell me. This is a burden to you. I don't want a person to say I'm abusing them, because you see the kind of words that he's using. So he appeared in court today. in the Palm Ridge Regional Court in Alberton in the south of Johannesburg. And by the grace of God, he was denied bail. He tried to make the case, the docket disappear. He's trying right now to bribe the police. And I've met with the main leaders who actually coordinated it. And I'm getting the CRL Rights Commission in South Africa involved because they have been mandated by the government to regulate and to oversee stuff like that. So they would follow the police, they would follow the Hawks, they will follow the MPA to make sure things are done appropriately. No docket from the police is going to disappear. There are boys coming out now. Counting there, I think there's about 7 boys already out. Some haven't opened their case yet. They still have to go and open their case with the police. Because this man who calls himself an apostle, grooming young boys, taking advantage of them. Yeah, there are gruesome things that happened. Even one of them lost his life in a very strange way last year at the church. At the church. Anyway, I'll be back here tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to upload the audio, like an hour, just a conversation between the boys, the leaders who are the ones who exposed this, and the parents of the boys, on how it started, what he did to them, how he did it, some of the things that is like similar in the stories of, some of the boys there. And then I will bring some of the boys and some of the leaders and interview them later tomorrow and talk about this. This cannot continue. Cannot. You asked the question, Christine, your question is, that's what he was doing. That's what he was doing. Your question is exactly what he was doing. That's what he's been doing to the boys. All of them. Yes. There was a lot of it. There was a lot of penetration. A lot of penetration. A lot of you guys have been asking, what's the name of the apostle? I posted his name already. This is his name right there. That's the name of his church. And this is who he is. All right. So thank you so much, guys. Appreciate you. Let's keep praying, especially for young boys, because what he did to these boys, he's actually destroyed their lives already, even before it got started. A lot of them were minors when he started. They were minors. They were 15, 16. Why does he do that? You think he's just trying to satisfy himself, pleasure himself? It's more than that. It's totally demonic. And we're going to talk about that tomorrow. Thank you so much. God bless you. Shalom.